please subscribe. Please subscribe. Thank you. Can you believe what's happening financially out here? Prices are going up weekly. And a lot of people are talking about this. Now, seniors are getting hit hard because our Social Security isn't going up to meet these needs. But wages are going up, but prices are going up. So we're having a hard time balancing everything. Now, a lot of people have decided, hey, I want to do what Minivan Lee is doing, and a lot of other nomads out here. We have decided to live in our vehicle and not pay any rent. I've lived in my minivan for 7 years now, and I really do like it. It's not rainbows and unicorns every minute of the day, but it's pretty darn cool. Well, today I want to talk about 3 things to get going. If you have your vehicle already, or if you're looking for a minivan or a larger van, I want to talk about the first 3 steps that you need to take to get this going. And I'm going to talk about that throughout. So please watch it all the way through. This is for everybody, even if you think, oh, I'm financially secure, I don't need to go live in a vehicle. Well, it is pretty darn cool living in it, so don't look too down on it, okay? Because it's a lot of fun. There's thousands of us out here doing it. And I really enjoy it because you never know what can go down the pike, okay? And even if you want to just do it on a part-time basis, you don't want to keep spending all of your money for hotels to travel. This is a pretty cool situation and an alternative. So let's get going with these 3 things that you need to think about to get your van into a camper van. You're home on wheels. Let's go. Number 1 is window tinting. Once you get your vehicle of choice, and somebody just told me in comments yesterday, Minivan Lee, guess what? I finally got my minivan. I'm so happy for you. I really am. And I have other friends who are getting themselves ready. So everybody take notes. Your number 1 is your window tinting. You don't want to wait until you start doing a build out and putting other things in it, because what's going to happen is you need to give the people that are going to do the window tinting, give them a little access. You don't want to just start bringing things into your van first. Go and spend the money to get a professional window tinting on. Now, your front windows, your windshield, and the two side windows in the front, there is a rule. There's like a law on how dark your tinting can be, unless you have a doctor's excuse. You can actually get a doctor to say her eyes or his eyes are sensitive and he needs to have darker tinting on his windows, okay? Especially in Arizona, the sun just beats in here. But for the rest of the windows, you can put limo tinting on, and you need to get that done. Just get it done, and if you have the money to do it, that is great. Well, what I did on mine, and I will tell you, it's still early in the morning, and this is real life. I haven't brought up my curtains, but let me show you my curtains here. My curtains are still down, and these are blackout curtains. They're not black, but the black is on the inside, but you can get different colors now. Pretty darn cool. But what I did was, let me put this up for you, okay? Hang with me here. Nice mountain here, huh? Good view, right? That's the fun of being a van dweller. A nomad is you can, the scenery changes all the time. You can park in such a way that I look out my window and I can see all kinds of things that interest me. But this, I have tinting on here, but when I got this van, this is my second minivan. When I got this one, I was out boondocking when I had to do it because my other one just kind of went kaput. Too many gaskets were leaking, and oh my gosh. So I had to quick get another minivan. So, but I did this myself, and I'll leave the link for it in the video description and in comments. I'll pin my comment. Is that this is it's a static cling. So let me show you. Let's see if we can get this up. Yeah, it's a static cling. Yeah. I cut it really bad. I was in a hurry to do it. Now, this is the cheaper way to go if you want to do it this way. And it does work. You can just bring it down and static cling it. Now, when I do roll down this window, what I have to do is pull this out all the way around. Just pull it down so that my window can come down and this won't get all bunched up and wrinkled. And then when I put my window back up, what I can do is just go like this and bring it down. This wasn't expensive at all. It took time to cut it, and my cutting was really, really bad. But look, I mean, I can still see. And this is limo tinting color, okay? So this is my second row seat and my minivan. All vans are different. I mean, some of you aren't going to have a minivan. You're going to have an Econoline van or a ProMaster or a Sprinter, something like that, right? So this is my choice. I love the minivan. Why? Why do I love the minivan? I love the minivan because it's very stealthy. I can park in neighborhoods if I want to. I don't have anything on my roof. Well, I do have solar up there, but nobody can see it. And it's good on gas. And it's big enough for me. I mean, I've got lots of room in here. So your first, number one, is going to be your windows. You want to get your windows tinted. If you're going to do it professionally, you need to do it right away. If you're going to do this, do it right away. Because that way you've got room to move around. You haven't moved anything into your van yet. And you've got lots of space to move around. So you need to do that. Okay. Because, and you can make these curtains that I have. I just roll it up here and pull it down during the night, and I have a window covering in the front. But all I have to do for the windshield is buy it. And I can leave a link for if you have a minivan. What I did was I got a little bit oversized one so that it really does block out the light. Okay. Number two is there's a decision you're going to have to make. You have to make this decision. Are you going to do a build out or not a build out? And the other that goes with the decision, are you going to take all of your seats out? I have all my seats out. I even have the passenger seat out, the front passenger. The third row seats, they're gone. There's a nice well down there where they used to go in there, but I have 3 bins that lay down there really nice, and I've got things in it. I can't access it very well, but if I need to, I can take these out and get down there. Now, my second row seats, they're gone. They're gone. Can you imagine the weight that has been lifted off of my minivan because they're gone? I think each seat weighed about 50, 60 pounds. And my passenger seat is out. This is where the passenger seat would have gone. And I've got a bin. I've got little things here. So you need to decide things like that. Okay, and then you're going to have to, and who can take out those seats for you? A mechanic. Just go to your mechanic, any mechanic, and they'll charge you maybe for it, or maybe they won't, and say, can you take out all my seats? Okay? Now, your other decision is going to be if you're going to do a build out or not. And tomorrow I'm going to talk about a build out, a bed frame. I'm going to talk about that, and I want to kind of just give you some ideas, not big ones, because I don't have a build out. I don't need a build out, but I'm small. I don't weigh a lot, and I like to have the actual space here where I can sit down and be comfortable, sit cross-legged. Yeah, this is my style of living. But some of you physically, you can't do that. So I understand that. Okay, so you're going to need to decide what? You're going to need to decide if you want to take all of your seats out. I mean, if you are still making payments on your car, you might not be able to do that. I don't know. I own mine. I always own outright. I pay cash for my minivans, okay? And then you're going to have to decide if you want to do a build out or not, which leads to number 3, okay? And that's going to be your flooring. You need to get that done before you start bringing anything into your van and start doing, even before you start doing a build out. You want to get your flooring done. You want to decide your flooring. I'm going to show you my flooring, okay? And then I will end this. But I want to show you the possibilities. Now, some of you asked me about a minivan. If you've got the seats here, sometimes there's those railings that the seat goes up and down on or folds down on. They're like, you've got the floor, but you've got this railing that sticks up. I had a mechanic tell me, just so you know, that any railing can be taken out. You just have to find the right mechanic to get them out if you can't do it yourself. Because a lot of you are senior females and you don't know how to do these things. So, but I'm telling you right now, I was told, yes, you can get all the railings out, and that way you have everything flush. So you can put something down on the floor. Let me show you what I have, because I didn't have railings. Let me show you. Okay, forgive my van. It's early morning. I really haven't done a lot. I got myself ready, but I haven't really cleaned up my van a lot, but because I wanted to tell you about this. Okay, so here's what I do is I have towels that I put down. That way I can take them out and shake them every day because I don't have a vacuum in here. My vacuum is my arms. I shake things out. Okay, let me show you what I have. The first thing I have down, this is a rug. Now, it's an 8x10, but a minivan kind of goes like this around because you got this going around. So it doesn't fit perfectly. So what I did on my carpet, it was too big on this end, so I just brought it up. And look it, I can put a few things under there. That's pretty cool. But this is what I have. So first of all, I have this little towel. I've taped it down here. That way, if dirt comes down there, it catches on here, and I can actually take this off maybe every 6 months and kind of shake it out. But this is the bottom of my minivan. It's a little bit of carpet, not much. I laid down a carpet. I bought a carpet. I had to cut it here, but I laid down a nice carpet. This is a regular house carpet, very thick. It was about $120. I mean, I spent money for it. Then what I've got down here is I've got some blankets I put down just for extra padding. These are blankets that I had before. I didn't want to get rid of them. So I actually just put them down. I always have them here. And if I need to use them, I can take them out, right? They're very nice blankets. Some I got in Mexico and a really nice yoga blankets, yeah. And then I put down my towels. Now, you might want to go ahead and just use my system. You can copy this, but you might want your own system. I'm giving you food for thought, and I'm giving you the order you need to do these things in. Number 1, you got to get your window tinting done. If you're going to do the window tinting, take it to a professional place before you got all these your build out going on in here so they can access it, and they're not going to be looking at your stuff and things like that. Then you're going to have those. Number 2 is making those decisions. Build out, and are you going to take all of the seats out? And then number 3, you want to get your flooring done. So those are the 3 things that need to happen before you can really get started, okay? Or actually, those are the things that do get you started, but that's the order you do it in, okay? Well, thanks for watching it all the way through. I really appreciate it. And I love you guys. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Thank you. And if you want to go to minivanlee.com and support me, give me a gift. $5 is fine. I really appreciate it. And let's see, I got the book, How to Live in a Minivan, The Minivan Lee Way, and that is on Amazon. Type in Minivan Lee. Okay, till tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk about some bed frames if you need to do a build out. If you don't want to just be sitting on the floor in your minivan, you're going to have less space to walk around and move around like I do freely. But some people, it's necessary. So I love you guys. Mwah. Till tomorrow. Bye.